The State versus MUSA KEKANA and 4 others, case number SF98 of 2025. We are in week 2 of this trial. The mask fell off for identification. Witnesses required to identify accused number 1, who is MUSA KEKANA, in court, making it necessary for MUSA KEKANA's face to be visible. Oh yeah. He is a handsome gentleman, as you can see. But, Sikola, trial within a trial, the battle over the evidence. Judge MUSA ordered a trial within a trial to determine whether evidence arising from the arrest, search, and seizure that was followed on 17 April 2024 may ultimately be admitted in the main trial. The question is no longer simply, what did the police find? The question is, was the route by which they obtained it lawful? The defense attack now follows a clear channel. If the arrest falls, attack what followed. If the consent falls, attack the searches. If the searches fall, attack the seizures. If the cohesion is proved, attack the utterances. If the scene was improperly managed, attack the integrity and reliability of what was recovered. This is not an ordinary witness-by-witness defense. It is a foundation attack. The defense is not yet trying to end the trial. It is trying to remove the evidence that makes this trial possible. They are trying to collapse the trial. The attack has expanded far beyond the consent. It now reaches the jurisdictional basis for the arrest, the warrantless searches, the crime scene management, alleged cohesion, integrity of the resulting evidence. So the first witness on the trial within the trial is Captain Frederick Shepherd. He is a security man who was surveilling the witness. Mr. Shepherd is the bridge between the information received by police and the eventual interception of MUSA KEKANA and Michael Puletau, who is still at large. His evidence proves, his evidence provides the surveillance chain from 34 Fifth Road. Then the Hyundai i20 arrives, the occupants enter the property, the Mercedes Viano leaves, Shepherd, the security guy, follows them, the police intercept, Shepherd identifies MUSA KEKANA and Michael Puletau. Shepherd is important because he is not the arresting officer. He provides an external surveillance account of how police reached the Viano. Shepherd can explain why police ended up in the Viano, but he cannot establish whether the arrest was lawful, whether KEKANA's rights were properly explained, whether the consent was genuine, or whether the subsequent searches were lawful. These questions move directly into the police witnesses. So we move on to witness number 2 of the trial within a trial, who is Captain Skgobela, the TRT operational commander. This has become the central witness of the whole entire trial within a trial. Skgobela accepts that he personally decided to arrest KEKANA without an arrest warrant. So the defense forced him to identify the facts upon which he relied. His essential justification is that the Hyundai i20 allegedly connected to the Verena Neng murder entered 34 Fifth Road. Its occupants allegedly moved from the Hyundai into a Mercedes Viano. The Viano then left the property carrying those occupants. But then came an important point. The Viano itself was not the vehicle reported as having been involved in the Verena Neng murder. What makes the precise information connecting its occupants to the murder is critically important. The information problem here. Skgobela said the first information concerning the Verena Neng murder came through the police radio, but the defense established that there is presently no recording before the court showing exactly what was broadcasted on that radio. The defense has begun asking, what exactly did Skgobela know at the moment he decided to arrest KEKANA, accused number 1? That is the jurisdictional fact here. The consent problem. Skgobela's version is straightforward. KEKANA cooperated, KEKANA gave permission, KEKANA opened the gate, KEKANA permitted the searches. The defense version is radically different. They are saying that KEKANA, the accused number 1, was arrested, he was handcuffed, he was under police control. Compliance with police instructions does not necessarily equal free and informed consent. This could become one of Judge MUSA's most important factual findings. Now, we move on to the torture allegations. The trial within the trial then moved into much more serious territory. KEKANA's version, but directly to Skgobela's alleges. The allegations are assault, being covered with a duvet, being restrained, suffocation using a Korea bag, repeated interrogation concerning firearms, loss of consciousness, confusion, coughing uncontrollably, and coughing blood. Skgobela categorically denies it. His version is essentially, it is very simple. KEKANA was never tortured. KEKANA remained standing. KEKANA was very calm. He looks like a calm, cool, and collected guy. And KEKANA was cooperative. His coughing was not caused by the police assault. That creates a stark credibility contest here. The crime scene problem. Skgobela said 34 Fifth Road only became a crime scene after the vehicle and its keys were discovered. The defense then began testing who entered it before it was a crime scene, who controlled the property, who cordoned off the area, who was the crime scene manager, was there an attendance register, who recorded entry and exit. The defense referred to an SAPS national instruction governing crime scene management. Skgobela said he was not aware of the particular instruction being referred to here. Judge MUSA would not allow the issue to remain abstract. He effectively required defense counsel to produce the actual national instruction so that the witness, the state, and the court could deal with its precise contents. The document could not immediately be produced. That line of cross-examination was therefore parked until the following Monday. Captain Skgobela is presently carrying almost the entire legality chain. What did police know? When did they know it? What authorized the arrest? What authorized the searches? Was consent genuine? Were statements voluntary? Was the scene properly controlled? Can the resulting evidence be admitted? And importantly, Skgobela is not finished. His cross-examination is still underway. When the document, the national instruction comes in, they resume the cross-examination. The main trial has been paused after only one witness, Mr. Cele, to make way for this trial within a trial. The next witness is Captain Sotetsi. That analysis will be coming on the next recording. With that said, please help me grow my channel by sharing your thoughts in the comment section, including any corrections in my narrative. Did I miss anything? Also, share my content in your profiles and follow me as I give updates on each witness that is on the stand until the end of this trial. With that said, witness number 3 is Captain Sotetsi, who is not yet called. Captain Sotetsi may become extremely important because KEKANA's torture version already places him inside the disputed events. KEKANA alleges that after the supposed torture suffocation episode, Sotetsi assisted him and made a remark that will be discussed on the next recording. What Judge MUSA must ultimately decide is not simply did the police find incriminating evidence. That is not the ultimate goal of this trial within a trial. The ultimate goal was the route by which they obtained that evidence lawful? Because if Judge MUSA excludes evidence obtained downstream from the arrest to the Viano to 34 Fifth Avenue to the searches to the seizures, the phone downloads, further investigation, the consequences could reach much further than its intellectual hearing. This does not automatically collapse the whole 25 charges, this whole bucket full. It explains why the trial within a trial may ultimately prove more consequential than several weeks of the evidence in the main trial. The real fight here in week 2 is the state is trying to get the evidence in. The defense is trying to cut the evidence off at its source, at its foundation. That, for me, is the cleanest framing of everything that happened in week 2. So, see you on the next one.